oh, we're live. We had something pop up on the screen and we didn't realise we'd gone live. So Facebook Live, Trish and Chris, and hi members, hi everyone. It is cold.
Freezing today.
It is cold. I'm literally shivering at the moment, and we've been into St Paul's Cathedral. You'll see that behind us here. It's an amazing building. We just had, I think it was about £18 to get entrance. It costs about 19 to 20 million pound a year to sustain, so that's hence the fee to get in.
Yeah.
And you get a guided tour as well, and it's just incredible. That went for 2 hours.
Yeah.
She was so knowledgeable, and it was brilliant. Christopher Wren built St Paul's Cathedral, 300 years old, and there's a lot of history around it. I'm not going to share a lot of it, but the one thing that stood out for me amongst that whole thing was the fact that it took 35 years to build. It took 5 years in its initial planning process, a total of 7 years to just get the planning approved and the preparation for it approved. And he had to go back to the drawing board. So he did all the plans, all the preps, Christopher Wren, for this incredible building. He was a mathematician, and it got rejected. So after 5 years of planning and prep, it actually got rejected. And he had to go back to the drawing board and then come up with a different design and a different theme. And 7 years later, it actually got approved with the ability to operate under his own conditions. Now, for me, what I got out of that was what we're currently doing here as business builders and owners. People come into this whole strategy expecting to earn and replace incomes and travel the world and do all these incredible things, but do it in a very short period of time. 4 to 6 months people are expecting to do it. And yet I was so inspired when I heard that story about him putting 5 years of preparation into this to get approved. And I thought, well, I'm prepared to do this for 5 years, even if it's in the planning and preparation stage of doing this.
Yeah, it's incredible to think that what it takes to build a foundation on anything. Like, you have to have a solid foundation for a building like this. You also have to have a solid foundation to build a business. Otherwise, you're building it on air, really.
Yeah.
There's a lot of comparison, I suppose, to where you need to be when you start out doing something. It's pretty powerful, actually.
That is powerful. Mark Ford's just contributed to that as well. I haven't got my reading glasses. I'm 7 years in. Stay the course.
Yeah.
And I think Mark teaches an incredible methodology, and I think with what Mark does deliver in this process is very true to what this business is all about. And I think that what we are, because we are following in those footsteps as well, it builds a very strong foundation. It builds stability. And it builds a very sustainable business. And we were only talking about that last night, about you can go down the path which we have chosen of paid advertising. However, I think it's always an incredible skill to learn other ways of addressing this business or other ways of marketing this business. And I think when you start to venture out and explore other ways, it does make your business very sustainable, because you can actually teach and deliver to others as well a very similar process or methodology. So very enlightening. It was just brilliant, and a great place to come and visit, really. So much history, rich in history.
Yeah, it totally is. I mean, I'm just looking down the street here, and it's just incredible buildings everywhere you look. It's unbelievable.
It's brilliant.
It's a real history lesson. It really is. It's incredible.
I think it's a timeline. And even in St Paul's Cathedral itself, it was an incredible timeline. And through different religions, through different eras, from the era of Christopher Wren, then through to the Victorians when they came in and they wanted all of the paraphernalia and all the embellishments. It's just very interesting. It shows a very simple design. It goes right the way through to all of the paraphernalia and
all the ornate
gold
of it, right?
gold. You know, it's just incredible. So timelined is what St Paul's is all about. It shows many different eras, and if you get the walking tour, I think that's always a brilliant thing to do. So much history. It's just awesome. I'm going to swing around actually we'll just go around this way and just share with everyone what's going on behind here, and you can just see the streetscape here. It's just lovely.
Incredible.
Plenty of red buses going around the place. We're very cold, shivering cold, and we are very hungry. So we are definitely ready for lunch.
A hot lunch.
We've organised for the Brown Bear pub. The Brown Bear pub. So if anyone's around, anyone's hanging out, I think it's Whitechapel. So I know that Mike Hoff, and I saw that he was watching earlier. Mark is going. We're going, and whoever else turns up, really. I think Johnny was asking what we were doing today as well, Johnny Bright. So, yes, it's a bit nippy. It's bloody freezing, Mike.
Oh, my God.
Look, my selfie stick is shivering right now. I'm like dangling.
I've got mine in my pocket.
Blimey. And the only place that was warm in St Paul's was down in the crypt with all the dead people.
I know, crazy. It's crazy.
I'm still up north.
Oh, when are you coming down?
Really? Okay. We thought you were here for a warm in the... yes.
It better be.
Yes. Warm in the pub.
Right.
Arriving tomorrow. Cool.
We'll see you tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow, Mark. It's very cool. Is there anything else to add to this? We've enjoyed it thoroughly.
Great.
It's just been amazing. Love London. Love it. Love the people. Love the food. Don't like the weather right now. That's okay. But you know what? I actually prefer this, I think, to like really, really super, super hot.
Yeah, Arizona was a bit...
This is really hot. You can't really function in that heat, really.
No, but I'm finding it hard to stand still here right now, too.
My selfie stick is shivering. It's so funny. All right, guys. That's our share over and out here from St Paul's Cathedral here in London. Talk to you all very soon. Bye, everyone.
Bye.